Yeah.
They supposed to pay.
Yeah, so
Period. It ain't nothing
Man.
else. This is some. This is something that when I first got out here was going on. It's been going on for a while. Though. With people selling slots.
Yeah.
Unless you with somebody, like I said, like you just said,
yeah,
you threw your own little venue, you packed it out. Now you
Right.
got the net
look what
having you promoted.
Right.
The real promoted form. Now you
Correct.
can work and put on the artist that you want to put on unless you was
Yeah.
doing it like that. You know what I'm saying? You was paying.
And we got talented artists here. We got talented artists
We do.
here that are bigger than that always get those slots.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're good at what you do, you're gonna know if what a good artist for this situation is.
Yes.
Right.
And that's great. That's dope that you say that because not every just because people think Jay Dixon is good doesn't mean that Jay Dixon is fit for every show.
Right.
It may be this show that maybe Cody Morgan needs to be on and not me.
Right.
Yeah.
And okay,
Yeah.
now that's when I gotta put my pride and ego to the side and be like, that's right, they absolutely right. Because at the end of the day, you gotta remember this is a show we throwing. And if we throwing a show, if we throwing a show, we gotta give them a show.
Right.
We can't ain't gonna just throw them on stage because we taking their money and we knew we had to. That says a lot about you as a promoter when you do that.
Sure.
You're gonna put anything on stage just to get you some money.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see a show. Hold me down until the headliner get up here. Give me some artists that's gonna rock the fuck out this stage until that headliner comes.
You gotta be thinking about customer retention. How long are they gonna stay? What is your target audience? What is your percentage of sales that you're gonna make from each show? So if you can't rock a 50-person show and make a certain amount of sales, a certain percentage of sales, then you got other shit to be thinking about. I'm not gonna be able to be there for every deal that happens, and not everybody's gonna see this video, but hey, this show and the quality of this show is super important to me, and I want people to speak highly of this.
Right.
So we're going to throw a really good show, make something that's memorable more than a day after the show. That's the biggest goal, right? Because most of the time, every show I go to, it's a rise up,
And then right back
and
to
then boom.
Like,
It's very rare that a good show, and they do happen, bro. I still to this day talk about the Final Lap Tour, 50 Cent at the Crypto.com Arena.
Right.
That shit still, to this day, I still feel that show.
Because it's like the whole, everybody knew the agenda.
Mhm.
Everybody was
Right.
on board with what you were pushing.
Mhm.
Right.
Like I said, when there's quality control and you have those artists that you pushing, if those are the artists that we pushing and they fire like that, who ain't gonna want to be behind them? And when I say, I don't just mean Mac being behind them.
Right.
I mean the person throwing the venue,
Right.
throwing the show, the owner of the venue. Everybody's on the same. We all on the same wagon on this show. As much as we want to say it's just for the love of the art, it is for the love of the art.
It is.
But motherfuckers will be lying if they said it won't buy no money too. Who ain't trying to get to create
Right.
generational wealth?
I think
It go hand in hand.
It has to be hand in hand.
If Matt blows up and Matt bring just two motherfuckers with him, that's creating generational wealth for two people.
Right.
And then they're gonna be able to open some doorways
Correct.
for other people to create generational
Right.
wealth. See, it's bigger than music. It's definitely bigger than the money because we can't take the shit with us when we go anyway.
No.
So we're gonna have to leave it to the kids anyway.
Right.
So that's what it's all about. It's about the kids. So why is we waiting?
Me and him are kind of similar in that way, where we got the families.
Right.
We're at home with the families. We got the kids to think about. I look at a lot of the younger artists who don't have the family, and doing this shit with the family, it is hard. It is not easy. You'll think that you're missing out on so much.
But you're not.
Definitely not,
You're
bro.
not. You're
Definitely
actually in
not.
a greater position because
Mhm.
when you have a family, I feel like, and I ain't telling that young artists to go get people pregnant, or nothing. but once you do have a family, it's like it's personal now.
Yeah.
Because every second that I have to make count.
And you're protecting that.
Yes, because I got to go back to my kids. That's who really got to get this time. So if I'm gonna step out, it has to be a reason why I'm doing this.
Sit down with me recently. He was just trying to surround himself with people in the city who are actually doing this for real. my studio desk behind me,
Right.
my house.
Right.
Me and my wife have done this and survived off of our art for a long time now. So like seeing other people try to do that is great, but there's not enough people here doing it that kind of inspires the next kid to just take the risk.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing. It's hard as an artist because you think I gotta make the music to make the money, and then you think, but now I need money to make the music go farther.
Right.
Now I'm stuck. And if you got, like what I was saying, like when you got the family, first things first is feed the family.
Yes.
But whatever's left from that gets to go to this.
Yes.
Where the younger guys do kind of have an upper hand when it comes to finances, maybe not motivation, but finances. The motivation is never there, it seems like. The consistency and the motivation, it ain't there. But I don't think that it's anybody's fault. I think that it's because Boise hasn't yet created enough successful people. We don't need just one person to succeed.
Right.
We need everybody to be successful off of their brands and their businesses so that the next people coming up see it and they go, hey, well, honestly, I am a creative. I didn't do good in school. I don't have any other trade. I don't want to learn anything. This is what I do, so I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to quit living miserable, and I'm going to chase something that could create generational wealth for my family. I want to inspire these kids to be like, hey, if you even have somewhat of a similar situation as me, take the risk.
Right.
Take the risk, because look how I'm doing it right now. I may not be big, but I'm successful and I'm consistent.
That's the main thing right there.
I see we mentioned Tony G earlier. That's another one. When said person came in and sat with me and said, I want to sit with other people who are actually making a living off of music, I was like, go sit with Tony G.
Right.
Tony G inspires me.
Yeah.
He inspires me. I watched him from the beginning, like from when I started rapping, him on stage too. Like he was doing just a little bit before me, and when I came in, I watched his growth, and I watched him not just be a good artist, but he's good at business.
Yes. So like, what is next, and why wait? That's why I love that you keep saying that. Is why wait? So I think we need to literally branch off of this conversation and more conversations like this.
I know what needs, man. I ain't even on front, man. Like, it's like anything else, man. It's just like the congressman. It's just like anything else. Right? We need a fucking Congress. We need a table where a lot of the people, and that means people gotta put their egos to the side and be willing to let people talk. Let people voice their opinions and say, but we need a head. We need a hip hop head. We need a quality control table where we sit and we discuss what's next. We got to be real though. And it takes people to be able to put their egos to the side. That's going to be the thing. So it would take your Tony G's, your Max, your Cody Morgans, yourself. It'll take people like that to sit at that table, because at the end of the day, once we have a team, a solid foundation, what do you think gonna happen once we got that solid foundation and it's moving how it's supposed to be moving?
Exactly.
Everybody else gonna want to get on board now.
Exactly. Yeah.
But we have to get that table together though.
And it's structure. I mean, it only
really
makes sense. You build a foundation, you build on that foundation, and then it's structure.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't go how we going though, because the way we going right now, we're not going brick by brick.
Yeah.
We're going a brick and then we're skipping a brick.
Right.
We're going a brick and we're skipping a brick, which leaves us with an unsolid foundation. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So every camp needs to have a head, like one of those tables.
Yes.
Every team, every brand think of themselves like a corporation, because every corporation has a board of directors.
Exactly.
If
You can't talk to everybody on their team. We need one person that's gonna come sit down when we call this meeting, and then what's next?
Right.
Why is we waiting?
Yeah.
Music is music at the end of the day.
No,
If it's good,
sure.
it's good. We can't deny it. I don't give a fuck if they singing honky tonk, black people music, Mexican. I don't give a fuck what kind of music it is. If it's good music, why hate?
Right.
Why hate? If it's good music.
What's next with Boise hip hop
Right.
community?
Yeah. And what you guys just thought of?
Are we talking the next next couple years, next 5 years, next?
As soon as possible.
Are we talking?
What can we do tomorrow?
What we just said
Yeah.
is ideal.
Yeah.
We have engineers, we have beat makers, we have artists. We need a table. And what you said was GOAT, because every camp has that one person that stands out the most in their group.
Yep.
That's where we started.
What we could do tomorrow to just keep it on a positive trajectory, I'd say, is everybody needs to stop thinking about it as like a deserted island with very little resources. There's so many resources in Boise that it may not be hip hop related, but you can spin it and turn it around and apply it to your rap career, and then get out of Boise and go and meet some people. Right? I'm not doing this competitive trying to fight over who's the best of this. We're not.
We're just gonna keep doing what we do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if you can't get people, my bad, bro. If you can't get people on this stage that we trying to get on, then it's not like we gonna sit here and be like, all right, we done. We ain't gonna do it no more. We still gonna keep pushing how we push it. But we simply saying what we've been saying with the quality control thing, because I know with quality control, the things that we could do. People can't tell me that this area ain't supposed to be a mecca.
Too much talent.
It's too much talent, and if they didn't think so or have any plans, then why it be so many concert houses? So what it is gonna take, and for what it's gonna take for the big wigs, people who are empowered to even pay us any attention, we got to start this movement. We have all the resources we need. We just gotta figure out a way to motherfucking construct them and put it together how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's just so thirsty for plays, bro. It's like they think they're starting something with somebody and they're getting their feelings, bro, about some camp is doing something that.
And I might get included in this, so they don't fuck with us. And it's not that at all, because we had it our way. Like I say, we would all sit at the round table and we'll figure out what's next. Me and Mac don't kick it every day, but when we pick up that phone and we talk each other, I bet you in the morning, early mornings, he hit me, or I'm hitting him early morning, every damn day, every other day, and we chopping it up on something that can make this shit better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we could do that with other motherfuckers without them feeling away, we would.
Exactly.
People getting their feelings and shit. They took that LA trip as competition, but we took it as into gaining more resources.
Right.
That's what we took it as, to bring back.
Exactly.
Not to keep away from people. Overall, we just need unity, man.
Right.
We need unity and quality control, period. That's what we need. That's what needs to happen, bro.
It's only until recently where I had the whole I'm actually making more money in other things, doing other things, that the music, I don't have to sell sessions from it.
Right.
Finally, I don't have to. So now, if I don't feel it, I'm like, this is a perfect time for new engineers to come up, because Mac Dillon don't want to work with nobody anymore.
Right.
It's not that I don't want to. I just don't want to have every hour of my day trying to build new artists who are inconsistent.
Right.
Just because I need the $150.
It's a waste at the end of the day, because he can't never get that time back that he just put into an artist that he knew wasn't gonna go nowhere.
Right.
He knew in his heart.
I'm supposed to be investing.
You got to be real too. At the end of the day, you got to be real. I don't care if it's $500 he's trying to give me. If this is taken away from the love that I have for this, I'm not even finna entertain this. I'm not finna do you like that.
Right.
You need to take. If Matt got this course that you can take and pay for and take and get badges and level up, if he got this course laid out and you do this course and you still in the same position you was before it started, no matter if you passed or not,
For sure.
Leave a bad review then.
leave a bad review, or this ain't for you.
Tell me how I can make that shit better. Or that shit ain't for
At
you.
that point, bro, it's not even about how you can make it better.
It's how they
can make it
Exactly.
better. If you want, it's all on if you want to believe.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, you wouldn't go pick up a guitar and then be like, day one of the guitar, be like, all right, I'm gonna go play Boise Music Festival
Exactly.
right before Flow Rider,
Exactly.
all the other shit because I paid them a
Yeah, and I
$5,000
just
for
bought
a
this
slot.
new guitar, so I feel like I should be on stage.
Yeah.
No, my God, it's like me saying I can go skiing, and
Yeah,
I'm going down the hardest level. No, I'm gonna die,
bro.
It's just real, man. Like I say, man, I don't want nobody to think that we feel like we better than anybody, but we just at a point in our life right now where it's like this shit personal.
Correct.
It's not it's for the fun as well. This shit personal.
Right.
Because every time and second that we take away from our kids,
Correct.
we gotta make it count. You know, we didn't ask for this. We didn't ask. I didn't know I was gonna meet him. I met Mac because of J-Walk. I met J-Walk at fucking one of Uffy events at Kicks and
Right.
Bricks. That's how I
Okay.
met it. And then I heard Walk music and I drew the Walk's music out of everybody. That was the person who music. I said, oh, this little motherfucker hard right here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a hater. He hard.
Yeah.
So like I said, where you record it? He said, Rapper Store. That's how I got locked in with Mac. If it wasn't for J-Walk, if it wasn't for Uffy, I wouldn't have met J-Walk. If it wasn't for J-Walk, I never would have met Mac.
Shout out Uffy, shout out J-Walk.
Much love,
Shout out
to Donis and shit, because if it wasn't for Donis, I wouldn't know Uffy or motherfucking none of those guys, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out. We really got nothing but love for everybody out here.
Man. Because at the end of the day, like we said, it's just because I'm doing whatever genre of hip hop I'm doing doesn't. Uffy got his own lane too.
Right.
This shit is big enough for everybody. This lane is big enough for everybody. We just got to get that one it factor to get this shit open, so that we can open it up for those guys
Exactly.
to be able to pull on. The same way Chicago did it with Chief Keef popping up with drill scene. Chief Keef popped off Chicago, and once that happened, what happened? All those other artists started blowing up.
Yeah.
People just got to let them high horses go and know what's real is real and what ain't.
Put your nose down, start working more.
See,
That's it.
damn, you
Put your
guys.
nose down, start working, network, get out of Boise a little bit.
Yeah, man. Get
Come
out
back
your
to
feelings,
Boise.
man.
I'm not saying move out of Boise because stay here.
Go.
But go.
This is headquarters.
Come back. Yeah.
This headquarters.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Build-
is where we can come.
build
and we
your
can be
business.
comfortable.
Yeah. And take this shit seriously out here because motherfuckers really do take this shit seriously.
Yeah. Can't get that time back,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
One thing we ain't never getting back is time.
Yeah.
So time wasted.
Yeah.
Time
You guys-
never get back.
And speaking of time, thank you guys for joining me
You
on
already
Table
know.
Talk. I really think this is going to help do exactly what we need it to.
Yeah, man.
And
I sure
great
hope so.
ideas.
We definitely, man. Like I say, man, I definitely see big things in this area happening, man. Just as long as we take those, we just gotta take those steps. You know what I'm saying?
Do you guys have any other like key points or anything you want to touch on?
Nah, just keep making music, baby. Keep doing what you're
Yeah.
doing. Spread love.
Quality control.
Quality
man.
control, for sure.
Quality control.
Keep
man.
working. Don't ever stop. This
Nope.
shit is possible for
Right.
real. Boise ain't all this shit that people, all that negative shit people be talking. No, Boise's a beautiful place.
Hell yeah.
We have a lot of opportunity out here. So
Just gotta take advantage of it.
really just keep doing your thing and don't step on the little guys.
Yeah.
I mean, can't forget
Open
about-
doors for
Open-
people, bro. We know.
Train them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open the doors and hold the doors open for people. We
man,
all know that
if
that's
you
the goal.
see if you see somebody with potential, man, why not, man?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Why
And
not?
why wait?
Why wait?
All right, you guys. This has been Table Talk with Mac Dillon and Jay Dixon. You guys have an awesome day. Thanks again.
Yeah, that's what's up. I can't wait for that one to come out. I ain't gonna
Hell yeah.
lie.